Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second episode of Fearless Faith Podcast. On our first episode, we talked about why I relocated here in Baguio, my relocating story in Baguio, why this place has been special to my heart and to my healing. Um, on today's episode, I'll also be talking about why do I need healing. Will be more vulnerable on today's episode. And I wanted to share to you something. Mm, I've been thinking about opening up to you about what I'm going through for the past years. I've been also discerning. And when I prayed about it, ang lumabas na message sa akin was he also allowed it to happen, maybe for a reason as well, maybe to also share to you my journey, my healing journey. Um, I guess growing up, I've always had a beautiful childhood. So thank you to my parents for that. I think it was just me going to different relationships. That's where it started. Um, it's also a mix of postpartum, I guess, because the first time I felt it, it was right after I gave birth to our firstborn, my one and only daughter, Natalia Summerlove. So it was crazy. And I've been battling for this since, I guess, 2016. So 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. For 9 years already. But it was just last year, 2024, when I had the courage to really sit on it, to have a full assessment what was going on with me and my mental health. Um, I guess it just triggered during one of those family bondings that I was looking forward to. I was looking forward to our shooting range family bonding at that time sa Arms Corps Marikina because I've always wanted to do it and to try it. And then at that time, I was so surprised because I was the one who's super excited to do it. I mean, among all of us, it was me. And then when I got there, yung tunog pa lang ng barel, like, I was, I was like that. And then, parang ang sabi, it was panic attack, what I experienced at that time. I couldn't handle the sound of each bullet. So after that, I talked to my parents that I think I will be needing your support on this. I wanted to do a full assessment of what I'm going through. But few years back, I already opened up to my parents about it. I guess I was the first one to um, open up to my parents about what I was going through at that time with my mental health. And then, of course, at that time, it was just their initial reaction because they're not familiar with depression, anxiety at that time. But then I told them that, Dad, Mom, if I say something, I think the right words that I told them was, kapag sinabi kong hindi ako okay, it means hindi talaga ako okay. Because kilala nyo naman ako, after all the relationships I had, pag breakups yan, they won't see me crying. Kasi I try to be strong. What I do is I just overwork myself and I never show them my weakness. And then um over the years, they showed me their support. Of course, initial reaction lang yan at that time. And then they supported me on this. So last quarter of 2024, I had a full assessment already. Um, I was diagnosed with bipolar mood disorder and post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Thanks to, of course, my parents for supporting me on this, and to Empath, who also helped me with a full assessment. Shout out to Steph and Dan, who are a big part of this journey. Ang galing lang because they're also members of CFL, Catholics for Family and Life. Ang galing lang how God brings you the right people to help you with what you're going through. And wow, I guess over the years, I've been researching about it, so I already have an idea that it might be that. I was also suspecting with PMDD because what I notice is it gets really bad. I call it low week before my period week. So it gets crazy. Parang paparamdam niya sa'yo lahat ng mga pinagdaanan mo from the past. And then your mood will get better right after your period. So um, during the times that I didn't know about it yet, I would sleep for a week. I cannot get out of bed. I don't have the energy to get out of bed. Naalala ko pa noon ang memory ko. We were in our VVM unit, Valle Verde Mansions unit with my mom and my sister. Ang dami na nilang nagawa. Pero ako, natutulog lang. As in, buong araw, biglang maalipungatan ako. Biglang galing sila sa ganito, super productive ng araw nila. Tapos, ako, tulog-tulog lang. Pero, when I wake up, I feel so weak. Hindi ako, hin- hindi naman ako inaantok the whole time, but it was just me who's really weak na gusto ko lang sabihin sa mga tao noon was, kung pwedeng gisingin nyo na lang ako pag okay na ako ulit. So that was what I'm going through during those low days or low weeks. And then, of course, if I have the energy right after that week, grabe naman yung energy ko. I'll be super productive with workouts. Naalala ko kawawa yung yaya ng daughter ko that time because I think Christmas season nun. And then yung malls till 12 midnight. So I would be shopping till 12 midnight. Na kahit napagod na yung daughter ko and yung yaya at that time, parang hindi ako nakaramdam ng pagod. So, it's crazy. And then, the day that they showed me the results, the psychologist talked to me and showed me the results. I was in shock, even though I already suspected that it might be that. But then, yung nakakatawa, funny thing, hindi to alam ng parents ko. Because I was holding it that time. Kasi nga, ako yung tipong ayoko ipakita sa kanila that, my weakness or if I'm crying, ganyan. So, right after talking to my psychologist, my parents called me because in Manila, my usual hangout is in UP town. So, usually naman, they go to mass also in UP. So, galing sila sa daily mass at UP Chapel. So, they called me, "Hey, nakapag-lunch ka na?" Ganyan. Because nandito kami sa UP, kakatapos na ng mass, where are you? So, I was at Coffee Bean that time, UPTC. And then I told them, dito sa Coffee Bean. But I'm holding everything, diba? And then they told me na, punta kami dyan. Okay, sige, see you. And then right after that, when when I saw them, I was holding my tears. Because, of course, first time, alam mo yun, overwhelming yung feeling. Even though I have an idea already, it's more on, grabe. Grabe lang yung napagdaanan ko from the past years. Kaya parang gusto mo siya iiyak. Pero at the same time, you have to show your parents you're okay. Diba ganun naman tayo usually. So, I guess I just wanna be open to everyone. At first, syempre, hindi pa ako sure if I'm ready to open it up to you. But then I know there's a purpose also why I went through this. Um, Looking forward to people who's also going through the same situation. I hope we can give comfort to each other. So I just pray for everyone's mental health or everyone who's suffering and going through sadness or depression, anxiety. I know that we'll get through this. I hope during the time that you're in your low week, you'll be more closer to God because that's what I do. During those low weeks, the more that I pray harder, the more that I go to mass, daily mass, the more that I go to church just to pray, the more that I reach out to people and ask them how are they. And I guess more than anything, I'm also grateful that I've experienced this because nagkaroon ako ng compassion and more empathy towards others. If I could only apologize to the people I've hurt from the past, I would. So if you're one of those, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I hurt you, if I hurt your feelings. But yeah, I'm also here ready to listen to anyone anytime. Um if you also need prayers, just send me a message. I will also pray for you. I will also offer prayer intentions for you. Yeah, I guess the right the best Bible verse that helped me was this too shall pass. During my low weeks, I hang on to that Bible verse. And I also wanted to thank my community, CFL, Catholics for Family and Life, because you've been my anchor also. For the past 9 years, I'm going through the waves, the ups and downs, and you were there for me. And that's why I also wanted to share about our community, CFL, which will also be having an event this November 22 and 23 at Brent Guest House. So for those who are living in Baguio or who have relatives, friends, or family from Baguio, please invite them to come over because this community and this talks really helped me with my healing. So I hope to see you guys soon on our third episode. Bye! It got worse when I also had an HMO pregnancy last 2018. I guess a mix of hormonal imbalance, chemical imbalance, postpartum depression. Kasi parang nanganak din ako noon eh. Niraspa din ako. So, yung changes in my body. And at the same time, I also believe it's a spiritual battle. That's how my dad also instilled it to me na maybe may malaki kang mission. That's why guguluhin ka talaga ng demonyo. And how the psychologist also explained to me that, hey, it's not personality that's disorder, that's different. It's bipolar mood disorder. It's more on your mood fluctuations. And post traumatic stress disorder, the PTSD, came from relationship that was bad for me at that time.